Good morning and welcome to today's verse. To God be the glory. What a great day it is today. Today's verse, it comes to us from the book of Psalms, Psalm 16, verse 8, and it says this: I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. I want to speak to you about being steady in the storm, the power of God's presence. Picture a sailor steering a small boat through a violent storm. The waves are crashing, the wind is blowing, visibility is poor, but the sailor, he stays calm, not because the storm isn't real, but because his eyes are fixed on the lighthouse. This steady light becomes his guide and assurance that safety is near. Our verse, it captures the same steadfast confidence that David had. Psalm 16 is a miktam of David expressing his deep trust and confidence in God. David declares that his joy, security, and unshakable faith was not based on his circumstances, but rather in the Lord's constant presence. Verse 8 shows David, the source of David's confidence. That is, he says, I have set the Lord always before me, meaning he intentionally keeps his focus on God. He made a decision to make God the center of his life. And because of God's nearness at my right hand, a symbol of honor, power, and strength, David declares that I shall not be moved, or I shall not be shaken. This wasn't written from a place of ease, for David faced enemies and betrayal and danger, it seemed like all the time. Yet his peace came from seeking God's presence in a world that just full of uncertainty, health scares, job loss, global instability. It is easy to be shaken, but our verse, it reminds us that stability doesn't come from perfect conditions, but rather from the steadfast connection with God. When God is at your right hand, we don't have to be shaken. We don't have to be moved by the chaos around us. And like the sailor guided by the lighthouse, we can remain steadfast in life's storms when our eyes are fixed on the Lord. I wonder if this verse is the verse that the hymn writer had in mind when he penned the words, I shall not be moved. You decide. He said this: like a tree planted by the waters, I shall not be moved. When my cross is heavy, I shall not be moved. When the church of God is marching, I shall not be moved. King Jesus is our captain, I shall not be moved. Come on and join the army, I shall not be moved. Fighting sin and Satan, I shall not be moved. When my burdens are heavy, I shall not be moved. Don't let the world deceive you, I shall not be moved. When my friends forsake me, I shall not be moved. I shall not be moved. Selah. Think about this. To God be the glory for the great things he has done. I pray that you would meditate upon this verse. It would be a word of encouragement to you as you go throughout your day. I pray that you would have a great day. Have a safe day. And then tune in again tomorrow. As we consider today's verse. Amen.